Hello YouTube, it is your boy B3 back with another kicking action figure review. We have another Kamen Rider for you today. I did promise I would review another bottle change rider figure, and this is one I've had for a while. I've just been sitting on it. I was waiting to open him until after I watched some more build stuff, you know, like his Hyper Battle video and whatnot. But here we have the Bandai Japan bottle change rider, Kamen Rider Grease. This is his base state. He doesn't really have much in the way of form changes. He has like this dual weapon thing he gets late in the show, and then he also has a Blizzard form. And I've already reviewed the RKF figure of his Blizzard form, if you're interested in that. But here's Grease himself. This is the front of the packaging. For build, they did this thing where the tab was in the front. You'll see what I mean when I flip it around if you aren't already familiar. But we got a little window with Grease in it right there. Got a picture of the suit. Picture of the figure, you know, face flips forward, and etc. It's got a little gimmick to it. You know, bottle change rider, number 10, Kamen Rider Grease, Bandai, Kamen Rider Grease. There's the figure on the side, bottle change rider, and see the tab is like that. And this is the back of the box. See, that's unusual. But it shows his gimmick on the back, which is pretty cool. You know, there's the gimmick there. It's his transformation gimmick. There are also several other ones after a little ACBA here. But you can also get Rabbit Tank, which I have, Gorilla Diamond, which I plan on getting, Ninja Comic, maybe, I might, I don't know. I don't really want too many builds, but I do want Sparkling Rabbit Tank. And I don't super need that Cross Z. I'd rather have the Magma RKF. That's really the only Cross Z I need. And there's some legal stuff. Another side of the box. So yeah, let's open him up. And here is Kamen Rider Grease out of the packaging. He actually looks quite nice. A little nicer than I thought he would. You know, the gold looks better than I thought it would. Ooh, did you hear that cow? Lots of cows. But I want to show you his gimmick. See, when he transforms, he has this gel thing, and it makes his face do stuff. So you got to push this back, make sure it's sitting exactly like that, and then you press the button, and then you press the button. Okay, I already screwed it up. There we go. I just had to adjust it a little. And then it flips forward, and the grease gel covers his face. And ta-da, that's because he has the squash driver and the robot squash. So he squishes it. This doesn't articulate, but you get what I'm saying. I do like that they didn't just make it solid blue. It is painted up. That's nice. Here's his accessory. The thing about this weapon is it's mostly blue, so I'm not sure why they cast it in gold. But it is a blaster, and it also has a form where it's kind of a spike, but you don't get the spike form. You just get this form. And he does hold it. You know, this was the last line before RKF, so you still have the articulated fingers. Ta-da! So as you can see, he does hold it. If the fingers start to articulate, he will drop it, though. So be careful about that. I'm probably just going to put mine in an accessory bag. I like to keep all my Kamen Rider accessories together. And then I can just sort through them to find the ones I need. So that's probably what I'll do. Now let's talk about articulation, since we already talked about the fingers. The head doesn't move side to side or anything. None of the heads in this line move side to side on any of the riders except for Genius, the Genius form for Kamen Rider build. That's the only one that does. So no head movement, not even waist really, no ab, nothing there. You do have forward and back on the arm, in and out. As you can see, the shoulder pad has its own articulation so that it doesn't hinder as much. Still hinders a little. Actually, it still hinders a good bit. But then these parts can also spin. They spin on the... oh! I guess they aren't the type of joint I thought they were. So they just pop on there. Be careful with that, I guess. This one's loose. This one's not, but this one's definitely loose. But then you have a bicep swivel, elbow bend, wrist swivel, and then every two fingers articulate. So bottom two fingers articulate together, top two fingers articulate together, nothing on the thumb. Alright? In and out on the legs, forward and back on the legs. You have a thigh swivel, a knee bend like this, Up and down on the foot, side to side on the foot, bit of a pivot as well. So that's his articulation. It's not terribly impressive. The torso and head don't move at all. Could be better, but it's all sacrificed for the gimmick. This was a gimmick line. If you want a Kamen Rider Grease without a gimmick, you could get the SH Figure Arts, which costs a fortune now. You could get the Rider Hero Series, which is really cheap, but only has 3 points of articulation, and I don't think the gold looks that good. Or you could get the RKF, which also doesn't have a gimmick, and it has better articulation, and also has really good looking gold. The gold on this guy is okay. I'd say it's the middle ground between the RKF and the Rider Hero Series. You know, it's not bad. It could be shinier, but it's not too dull either. Like, it does reflect light and stuff, so it's not bad. He's not really painted up much on the back, but he is on the front, so that's good. He's got the nice clear chest piece like he does in the show. You know, he was a really cool rider. And I'm glad he's getting that whole New World thing, which I don't believe has come out yet. At the time of recording this, that new Ryuki thing recently came out. But he's got cool detail on the arms. You know, his paint looks better than I thought it would, honestly. You know, it looks good on the side of the legs there. Look at that, you know? Those emblems and stuff on the shoulders and legs look really good. So that's pretty cool. And then we're going to go into size comparisons. So let's put him towards the back here, and we'll do a little zoom. All his joints are a nice tightness, by the way. Now let's show him with another gimmick figure in his scale. I can already tell you he probably scales well with his own line, the Bottle Change Rider line. So I'll show him with something else, like the Tire Kokon line, which was a line, it's like 2 or 3 before, because there was Drive, Ghost, X-Aid, and then Build. So yeah. But he looks good with the Tire Kokon line, so other gimmick lines like this from recent years will look good with him. Tire Kokon, Wizard Action Please, things like that, they'll look good. Really like the Tire Kokon line, by the way. Now I'll show him with an RKF. Here he is with one of his foes, also from Build. Oh, Kamen Rider Evol Cobra form. As you can see, RKF is a little small. It's kind of its own scale, really. So that's not going to work out in totality. Now let's show him with a Rider Hero Series figure. Here is the Rider Hero Series Kamen Rider Zeo, or Geo, build armor. And, you know, obviously it's way too big for him. But here's something you'll probably like. Let's show him with an SH figure art. Here's the Rider before his show. Kamen Rider X-Aid. This is the 20th anniversary version of X-Aid. The Rider Kicks one. And, you know, he looks good with figure arts. So if you want a grease that you can display with your SH figure arts, but you don't want to pay a fortune for the SH figure arts one, because it's easily over $100 now, then, you know, this will go well with figure arts in a display. If you like to keep everything the same scale, but can't afford all figure arts like me, that's fine. And when I say like me, I mean I also cannot afford all figure arts. And even if I could, I probably wouldn't even get all figure arts. I'd say Kamen Riders are the best figure arts, and to prove that, I'm actually going to show you the Renewal Kamen Rider Amazon that I reviewed recently. So it looks good with the Renewal figures as well. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome, dude. So what are my final thoughts on the Kamen Rider Grease figure from the Bottle Change Rider line from Bandai Japan? He's quite cool. You know, Grease is a great side rider. I actually liked him more than Cross Z, you know? I liked Banjo Ryuga and everything, but Grease was really, really cool. You know, everybody loved Grease. Nobody didn't like Grease. That's one of the reasons his figure art's so much. That, and it wasn't exclusive. So, thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. If you want to see more Kamen Rider reviews, subscribe, because right now I'm looking at like 3 other Kamen Riders I have to review. I got some more coming in the mail, and I also got a Kamen Rider roleplay item that I need to review as well. So I got a lot of Kamen Rider to review still. And that's not even counting other Toku and Kaiju stuff like Pacific Rim, Super Sentai, Power Rangers, Redman. I got Redman stuff I got to review. I got Universal Monsters. Lots of great stuff coming. If you want to see some other Kamen Rider build reviews, check out the action figure playlist, where you can also find a review for the RKF of his Blizzard form. If you're interested in his Blizzard form, you'll want to check out this figure reviews. That's it. Thank you all once again for your support, and I'll see you all later.